Hello stock stalkers, welcome back. Weekend closing in Dubai financial market is very interesting. But before I proceed with this video, if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing as I keep sharing my technical analysis for Dubai and Abu Dhabi stock market. With that, let's start the video. This is the daily chart of Dubai Financial Market Index. As we know that market have crossed the resistance that is between 3125 and 3145. Last closing is a dodgy candle. It means traders are not sure if market have to go up or come down for a retest. Now, as I have been mentioning, market is following this trend line. Previously, this was resistance, resistance, again resistance. Right at the resistance, we are seeing a dodgy candle. As I just mentioned, it means indecisiveness in the market. Now, if I move down to 1 hour chart or lower time frame, we can clearly see how beautifully market is reacting to the resistance zone. This was the first candle when market opened in Friday's session. This is red in color, but this is bullish. From here, market tried to cross the resistance. We can clearly see it got rejected in its first attempt. We are seeing an inverted hammer candle. Also, something to notice here is that market is spending time right near the resistance, meaning there are good chances market can break the resistance and move up. Last hour candle, that is 5th hour of the session, we are seeing a bullish hammer candle indicating buying pressure right near the trend line or near the resistance. This is another indication that market is now gearing up to go higher. That's the reason, as I just mentioned, last closing is very positive. Let's move down further to 15 minutes time frame to analyze further. We can see market is very positive, but yet not completely bullish. This was the 2nd hour, market tried to cross, it got rejected, and from here it dropped a little bit, and then again it's gearing up right near the previous resistance that is now potentially acting as a support, almost ready for a breakout. This is looking very interesting and very positive. So in Monday's session, there are very good chances market can break out and move up. Also, Union Corp will be listed for trading, so I'm pretty sure it will be a very interesting session. Now let me move up to weekly charts so that we can analyze long-term trend as well. This is the weekly chart. We are seeing first green candle after almost a month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 red candles back to back, meaning more than a month market was under pressure, and then we are seeing first green candle right near the support zone on weekly chart. Well, here the question is, will this green candle sustain or there are chances to hit the resistance and come down? Well, for now we can't say anything because we do not have enough data. Previously what we saw is market hit the resistance, it came down, it took a small bounce, and then it made a new low. So market retested the resistance, which was previously a support. Similar kind of price action can be seen here as well, but nothing confirmed yet. If you talk about the resistance, as I have mentioned, 3200 is a resistance. Yes, there are chances it may hit 3200 and make a new low, but at the same time there are good chances it can even go higher from here. Once it crosses the resistance, comes back for a retest around 3200 and makes a bullish price action, we are in bull territory and now market is ready to go higher. I think Monday will be a green day, meaning it will be positive as all signs are looking good unless there is a negative news in the market. So I hope at least we close somewhere around 3200 to show some bull power in the market. Let's discuss some stocks. Emaar Properties is also trying to break out. For now we know it's making lower lows and lower highs, meaning it's in a downtrend. Previously in my analysis, as I have been mentioning, Emaar is following this resistance line. Previously it was trying to break out, but it got rejected. Again at the same level, now we are having a resistance or rejection. Last closing is very bearish, but at the same time we can see Emaar is stuck within this range for last 4 to 5 days. We are having two confluences here. First confluence is obviously this trend line that is acting as a resistance. Second confluence is this resistance line right here that was previously a support and now acting as a resistance. So we have a strong resistance at 5.30. Once market crosses this level and closes above 5.30, Emaar will be in a bull zone. Till that time it's very fragile. It can even hit the resistance and come down to make a new lower low. Yes, this is a good place for early entry. Stop losses should be just below this red candle's low, and then slowly and steadily you can target 6.00 as your major target. Yes, there are small resistance in between, but if market is positive, it will cross the resistance. Diva is really funny. Twice it have given us bullish signals, but it could not perform. We can see this was the first attempt right here, and this is the second attempt. After bullish signals, it's opening with a gap down, clearly indicating failure of this signal. Again, for the second time when we saw this bullish signal, I was expecting it will open flat and then move upside. But unfortunately, it opens with a gap down. This candle is very bearish, inverted hammer candle. But after this candle, usually we want to see market going down, but market is taking a halt right near the support zone. Where is the support? This is a strong support for the market, which is getting weaker and weaker. We can see market have taken bounces so many times from this zone, and it have stayed here for days and weeks. So this support is weaker, it can break anytime. In fact, in Friday's session, market almost broke the support, but it closed at 2.53. We can see a low of 2.50. This is also a support area. We know this is our support zone. Market is not able to close below this zone. So the lower range is 2.50, upper range is 2.60. Once we see a cross and close about 2.57, this should be our first indication. Now Diva is ready for a breakout to the upside. For now, it's still within the range, but as I just mentioned, after looking at this bearish candle, we should expect market to come down, but it's taking a halt. It means there are good chances of reversal from here. It can make a U-turn and go up, but at the same time, be prepared. It's a dodgy candle. It means indecisiveness. It can break down the support to go lower. I'm still positive. I think most likely it will cross the resistance and move up. Then we have DR. Guys, see how nicely market is giving us signals. This was the place where I had said DR is now bullish, and from here it made a momentum to the upside. But at the same time, I had mentioned 0.475 is a resistance. Once we see a close above it, it comes back for a retest. This will be a good indication to buy. For now, this would be an early trade or early entry. We can see market tried to cross the resistance, but it got rejected right at the resistance area. In fact, if you see last closing, it's also bearish. It's an inside day candle. It tried to cross the resistance wick at the top, indicating rejection. I'm not saying this have turned bearish. There are good chances it can cross the resistance and close above 0.475. I'm just trying to show price action. Market gives us clear indications when to enter, when to exit. All we have to do is wait patiently, read the chart, and then take the entry. We don't want to be the first one. Once market is bullish, then we will enter the trade. Our main aim should not be to make profits. Our main aim and target should be to protect our capital. If you protect your capital, profits will come automatically. Gulf Financial House is still looking positive. After the breakout of this chart pattern right here, this was the resistance of 1.00. It came down and then it made a breakout of this resistance, making a W chart pattern or double bottom. Unfortunately, it could not sustain the gains, and very next day it opened with a gap down, indicating weakness from buyer's side. Still, we can see bulls are active in this area. Stop loss should be just below this red candle, that is around 0.973. Dubai Investment Company. Very easy price action, guys. Learn from this videos. You can see this is a resistance, resistance, again resistance, and finally resistance was broken with this strong candle. And the beauty of this price action is market is sustaining above the resistance. So there are very good chances now it can go higher from here. At the same time, last closing is bullish right near the resistance. It tried to cross and close above the resistance, but unfortunately it could not. Still, we could see good volumes and good buying pressure in last session. So again, we are having confluence. First is the breakout of this trend line right here. Second is the breakout of this resistance line with this solid green candle. And also a third confluence to add to our analysis is it's maintaining above the support level. So in Monday's session, once it crosses 2.22, this should be good for a buy. Next target is at 2.30 and then 2.40 as your second target. DFM is in a strong downtrend, as we saw after hitting the resistance of 2.94. We are seeing heavy selling pressure. For now, if we look at the price action, we are not seeing any bullish confirmation. It's just a bounce from the support, that is 1.50. It spent around 3 days and then finally we saw a solid green candle. Last candle is dodgy candle. Again, it means indecisiveness in the market. But the positive part is it's taking a hold right above the closing of previous candle, indicating bulls are still active. There are good chances if it opens with a gap up in Monday's session, we can expect it to go higher. But unfortunately, there is a strong resistance at 1.70. Market have to cross this hurdle. And once this hurdle is crossed, we want to see bullish price action and then enter the trade. For now, this can be too dangerous. As we know previously, DFM was under tremendous selling pressure. It was not respecting any support zones. All the levels were broken and it did not hold. So for now, let's wait for this to break out and close above 1.70 and then we decide on the trade. Finally, we have Emirates NBD Bank. And this stock was also under pressure. We can see non-stop it's been declining, but in Thursday's session it helped the market index to go up with this solid green candle. Resistance is at 12.50. Clearly we can see rejection in this zone. Last candle is not very good, it's bearish. If anyone is interested to buy Emirates NBD Bank, wait for a closing above 12.50, that is above this level, and then possibly wait for a retest to take the trade. Target should be 13.25. If my videos are adding value, do not forget to hit the like button. Thanks for watching. Keep stalking.